Good evening. Saturday, August 24th at almost 8:30, and we're going to go for a walk from the Stockyards here to the Junction and beyond. Hey, how's it going, Juanita? Just started the live. I know it's been a long day of streaming to watch, so thanks for joining me. Of course, the Toronto Tech and Transit meetup was today. Happy I got to stop by even just for a little bit. Yeah, thought I'd do my own live now, as I had to make a trip to the Stockyards. Yeah, so we're just south of St. Clair on Keele. Little hot tip for you guys. If you ever add a combination Harvey's Swiss Chalet, such as here, you can order your poutine, and instead of gravy, you can get some chalet sauce. You were on mod duty, awesome. You probably had a lot of work to do. It's a lot of people to mod. But yeah, one of my hacks for Harvey's is to get the poutine not with gravy, but with chalet sauce. Thought I'd share that with you guys since we're walking by there. It's a little silly, but something I enjoy. Beautiful night out today. Hope the sound is good for you guys. I am testing out a new mic. So if it sounds kind of weird to you, feel free to let me know. I guess I'll go back and listen to the replay. But if it sounds better, let me know as well. So we're walking south on Keele from the Stockyards. Picked up a few things there from the Stockyards. Went to Nations, which is a great supermarket, comparable to T&T. Toronto's Asian supermarkets are some of the best supermarkets in the city. Oh, excuse me. Sounds great. Good to know. Good to know. I feel like whenever I watch my other videos play back on YouTube, my voice kind of gets lost. It's not that prominent, so hopefully that's fixed with this new mic. Sebastian, hello, welcome. There goes the 89, and here comes the 41. A couple buses that run up and down Keele. Of course, we got this terminal here. I feel like it's only a matter of time before this terminal becomes condos. A lot of new developments all over Toronto, of course, but here as well. Interesting looking place. Now, trucks actually drive up a ramp. to get to the upper level. This track up here, this bridge or whatever you want to, elevated road is for trucks. As far as I know. I could be making that up, who knows? But I'm pretty sure I've seen that. Yeah, this is a terminal of sorts. I don't know what kind of businesses are here, but ones that need to distribute their items, I guess. Dave, good evening. Good to see you. Thanks for joining our live. I know you guys have had a lot of live streams to watch today with all the people at the Toronto Tech and Transit meetup. So once again, I thank you guys for joining me this evening. Getting closer to Dundas. Quite perfect weather tonight. Hard to guess, it's maybe about 22, 23 degrees. Just a mild, cool breeze. I feel perfect in a t-shirt today. The art of demolition here. a pretty good, pretty cool vintage store. Antiques, vintage items. Well, thrift thus is here. Next door is Art of Demolition. New Kids on the Block shirt. It looks mint. Looks like it's in mint condition. Unworn. There's the Junction bus. We're at Dundas now, and we'll continue going east. She'll then curve south. Yoshi Bros, likewise. Yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't stay long either. But at least we got to finally meet. Thanks for tuning into my live, my impromptu live tonight. I think everyone's done streaming from earlier, so I figured I'd go on. But seemed like a fun-filled day. I certainly had fun meeting up with everybody. Glad I made time for that. Yeah, we're in the Junction this evening. Going for a walk from the Stockyards. Here's Shocks. Oh, thanks for doing that, Yoshi. I mean, I don't have a lot of people in here, but feel free. I mean, I feel like anybody who's watching me today probably follows you already, but if you don't already, feel free to check out Yoshi. Subscribe to his channel. Yeah, I tried before I even got connected to Henry's channel. I tried going live on my YouTube channel. Didn't get a single viewer. Numerous times trying. Henry's help definitely kick-started my live stream and audience. This is an interesting store here, which is not much of a store these days. It's called Henry's Variety. Not open anymore, but if you look inside, it looks very like it's just abandoned. But oftentimes you'll see cats here. In the window, there's even little cat houses. Otherwise, a bit of a creepy looking store. Some leftover displays inside. I don't know how well you guys can see. Hey Plush, how's it going? Yeah, a bit weird, right? That's been like that for years. It's like a corner. I mean, not the best part of the junction, but I don't know. Still somewhat valuable real estate for sure. Not being used for retail. Shocking. It's been like that for a while. Yeah, a little creepy. There's a store like that in my area. Sorry, I should say, well, a storefront that's like that in my area. Whole bunch of tchotchkes and children's clothes, and been closed for years. The owner, from what I understand, passed, and the family that lives there just kept it the way it is. I guess as some sort of, I don't know, memory. It's just pretty wild. And yeah, it's a bit creepy because it's just cute, like old children's clothes and weird tchotchkes, just sitting there in this unused storefront, and they just leave it on display. And it's interesting. I'll have to do a video on it. I did a video on it for my TikTok when I first started it. Which gained quite a bit of traction in my early TikTok days, and perhaps I'll release an updated video because I didn't know the backstory to it. But when I did that video, a lot of people who were from the area or had direct connection to the family. Some people actually knew the family. They were able to explain why it was the way it was. Oh, is that so, Yoshi? Well, that's good. That means you're working those muscles. They'll be stronger for the next time you have to run, catch a bus. I just caught the Spadina bus on my departure from the group today. Said my goodbyes really quickly, and managed to get on the first available Spadina bus, which is good because I got home to drive my girlfriend to the Cine just in time. All right. I had to be a left walker there just so I can point the camera away. Especially in these areas that I don't have, where there's not many other people, I feel more obligated to not film people that walk right by me. Try to be as considerate as possible. Oh, it's a red light already. Should have walked a little faster. So we're at the DuPont, Old Weston Road, Annette and Dundas intersection. And up top there is the Junction neon sign on top of the condo building there. Actually quite like the sign they put on top. It's an unusual thing to put on top of a condo, but it does mark, I guess, the beginning, the entrance of the junction, so it's cool that they have that up there. We'll continue south on Dundas now that Dundas turns south here. Dundas is a bit of a snake street, curves many which ways. Maybe we can catch the UP Express going over the Wallace Bridge. That would be nice. I like the Wallace Bridge. Picard, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. This new mic hopefully gets rid of the wind noises for you guys. That was the main reason for getting a mic. Aloha. Yeah, I'm interested to listen to the playback to see how my voice sounds. Did I know I started from Kiel and St. Clair at the Stockyards. And now we're walking on Dundas going south. A lot of crickets across the way. Okay. I don't know if my mic's picking up the crickets across the street, the road. It's interesting the difference in sounds from here to there, given all the greenery, bushes. Yeah, I started from Kiel and St. Clair. Went south from there, which Kiel ends up intersecting with Dundas. And now I'm taking Dundas. We went west on or east on Dundas, and then it curves south until it meets crosses Bloor and then meets Roncesvalles, where it then curves back east. Yeah, we'll take a little time on the bridge up ahead at Glen Lake. This is a interesting little rogue art piece hanging from the underneath the bridge. I'll show that to you guys. Oh, wow. Oh, someone broke their monitor. I was gonna say, oh, it looks like an expensive Mac, but I don't know if you can see it, but it has a crack there. That's why it's in the trash. Sometimes you find some really good stuff in the trash, but usually not that good. And now we see why it's in the trash. Not far from the bridge here. There goes a car that's going about 40 to 50 kilometers per hour. It sounds like it's going like 200. So you haven't heard me complain enough by now about loud cars. I'm sure you will soon enough. Hey, Boom! Thank you so much. You give a great interview. You interviewed me. Can't wait to see that video. Thank you. I guess I mean I'm part of the interview as well. Let's cross without getting murdered. Okay. We got cars to stop. All right. All right. All right. Didn't get run over. Live another day. Yeah, I had the pleasure of meeting Boom today at the meetup. Me and Boom have quite a few common interests, having grown up in the same era, I suppose. Nice talking about music and old Toronto venues, music scene. Yeah, Yoshi is very good with his lives, narrating his lives. Very talkative, so I can see why he'd be a good interview. Oh yeah. We're gonna have to train for the CN Tower climb next year. There's Dundas looking north. Dundas looking south. Looks like either GO train or a UP Express is coming. The Crossways towers, well, you can see one of the towers, there's a new tower in the way of our beloved Crossways. Yeah, this is a nice view. I've spent quite a few days, not full days, but a few times eating pizza up on this hill. I need to do that again now that there's an actual pizza shop right here. Blondie's, which I've never tried. So it seems like a good excuse to get a pizza. Not today, I already ate at Nations. Got some end of day deals from the hot table. Yeah, I used to get some pizza from a place called Albany Pizza at Lansdowne and Dundas. And then I get on the railroad trail here along the rail path, which is now being worked on again. So portions of it are closed off. Hopefully it'll be open soon. Here it comes. I think it looks like it'll be the UP Express. Whew. Oh, Johnny's with Brad and Henry right now. Awesome. It's coming slowly. And there goes the UP Express on its way to, I believe there's what, a Weston station, then the airport. Yeah, Yoshi is becoming a seasoned veteran. Let's take a look at the little art installation in here. Oh, sorry. A lot of people use the stairs as exercise. I have as well. I trained here for the first few times that I did the CN Tower stair climb. But over here we have a key, sparkling key from hanging underneath the bridge, which is kind of cool. Don't know who put that there or why, but it looks pretty cool. Try to zoom in for you. There you go. Ah, I went to the wrong. I hate this. There we go. Now we're back to normal. Okay, we're gonna go back over the bridge. Go back to Dundas. Boy. Jas, hello. Hello again, Jas. Good to see you. Good times at Wallace Bridge. Nice place to hang out. It seems like a lot of people utilize it for the same reason, just to hang out. A nice quiet spot. Watch the trains as they come by. Yeah, nice evening. It really is. The weather's perfect. T-shirt weather, not too warm. Nice coolish breeze when you need it. We'll once more taking the nice view of Dundas, facing south from the Wallace Bridge at Dundas and Glen Lake. Is it too dark on your screen? It is dark on the bridge. There's only these three, well, four, one light behind me. Lights. Makes for good photos. I've taken a couple photos here. One time on a nice foggy night and got this nice bloom effect of the light. And a lady was walking and took a shot as she was walking away, and it looked like she was kind of like walking into the light, just like partially disappearing. It was cool. One of my better photos from when I first started taking photos amateurly. Oh yeah, this is Blondie's Pizza. Slices from $5. That's not a bad deal for today's market. You know, I will do an episode here where I buy pizza, a slice. Slice and a drink, $6. It's better than a lot of places, even the chains, the bigger chains. Some of them charge about that or more. Blondie's all right. Maybe I'll finally give Blondie's a try. Now that I'm mic'd up, I wonder if you guys can hear my humming. Sometimes in absence of my talking, I kind of hum to myself, but I feel like usually that's not heard from my phone mic, but we are testing out a new mic today. A deli over here along standing, where were they? Slovenian, I think. Deli closed down, used to be here just recently. Been here for decades. Small little shop. A European deli. Now gone. Sounds good, Boom. Got the Crossways towers here. Massive, brutalist buildings. Definitely of an era. Well, definitely very 70s. Not a well-loved building, aesthetically or otherwise. Has a special place in my heart, though. I did a TikTok video a couple years back. I may have posted it as a short on YouTube as well, but I made the case for this intersection being the ugliest intersection in Toronto. You can let me know if you agree in the comments. I see a lot of other people talking about this intersection in particular, um, as well as this building across the street in particular. Johnny Strides calls it the ugliest building in Toronto, which I wholeheartedly agree. It's the weirdest looking building. Kind of dark for us to see now. Not only that, you have the Giraffe building, this development that never was, just rotting away. Used to be a popular sports bar called Joe Mercury's, which I used to hang out at. And of course, the crossways here, for the longest time, have people in the area have called these buildings ugly. These brown hunks of concrete, highly controversial apartment complex. And of course, there's Bishop Morocco School, which, I mean, the least offensive of all these buildings here, but another hunk of brown brick. But yeah, what takes the cake here is this strange building. Even a local photographer that I follow who does architectural photography named this one of the ugliest buildings in Toronto. Although he later retracted his claim. He kind of grew to like it, which I don't know how. It is such a bizarre building. It's a weird mishmash, 3-in-1. It doesn't make much sense to me. But yeah, you can let me know what you think in the comments. I have footage to do a YouTube video on this, actually. I just haven't put it together. Been working on my live streaming and building my audience first, but I'll do that soon. That being said, we're at Dundas and Bloor, of course. There goes the Exhibition Express. I guess maybe it's going out of, going back to the lot or something. Because the X Express goes from Dufferin. It's coming from that direction. There used to be an X Express from Dundas, but they discontinued that. But yeah, that's my vote for, or my bid for the ugliest intersection in Toronto. If you know an uglier one, let me know. We'll have to come back in the daytime, actually, get a better look at it.
Not fucking funny. I'm so
Really nice night for sure. Great night for a walk. He's having an animated conversation on his phone. Entrance, one of the entrances to Bloor Go station. One of the funny things that you notice here is people who have obviously gotten off the UP Express, waiting at the corner of Perth and Bloor for their Uber or whatever it is. Just because there's not really a connection, or people wheeling their luggage from here to Dundas West Station, because there's no direct connection underground to Dundas West Station, which there 100% should be. It amazes me that we dump tourists at Perth and Bloor. As their first spot in the city. I mean, if you're familiar with the area, Perth doesn't have the greatest reputation. Although, you know, a lot safer now than it was maybe 10, 20 years ago. Still in Greensboro, North Carolina. Cool. John Barrientos, thanks for joining us from North Carolina. John, I did earlier. I snuck away for about 2 hours to check out the Lower Bay Station art installation and then quickly pop over to the Toronto Tech and Transit meetup and walk with them for maybe about a half hour before I unfortunately had to get home. Help my girlfriend out, drive her to the CNE. She had a bunch of stuff, a bunch of merchandise to bring over to their booth, so I couldn't stay long. I would have liked to hang out a little bit longer, but it's nice to meet all those people in one go. It was a little overwhelming, saying hi to everybody right off the bat. But it was very cool. Everyone was so friendly. Yeah, had some nice chats. Yeah, so, geez. Met Yoshi for the first time, Marg. It is interesting seeing some of these faces in real life that I'm familiar with from Henry's Lives. Yeah. Met all the, most of the Triple T crew. There's a few that I missed. I think Sapand. T-Shods was there earlier. I missed her again. Yeah, nice to meet up with nice people. Everyone's so friendly. A little backup here. Traffic backup along Bloor going west. Yeah. Well, so meet Nikki's Adventures or something. I think it's the channel. Just followed him. Yeah, my first time meeting Nikki. He's a nice fellow. Who else did I meet? Brad and Mary Palmer. Forgot to wish them a happy anniversary. Yeah. West Coast Walker was there. Trying to think of all the names. I'm horrible with names. Faces, I can visualize them right now in my head, but yeah. Good times. Part of Bloor here is nice and fresh, freshly paved road. This area was awful to bike on not long ago. And yeah, looks like they just freshly paved this. It was even scarier when there wasn't a bike lane, because there's all these like chips and chunks out of the road, so my skinny road tires don't absorb much shock. It's a bit scary having cars next to you while navigating awful road, but bike lanes help now. And yeah, the newly paved road does as well. Take a look back at here. It's kind of satisfying to look at. Get a weird pleasure out of looking at a fresh paved road. I know it's kind of weird, but it does look nice. Got to our right the Value Village, which will soon be closing, and they'll be building condos here. However, a new Value Village is in the works at on the Dover Court, just north of Bloor. They're already working on the new store. But found many a deal at this Value Village here. Spent a lot of time thrifting here, finding stuff that was cool, collecting stuff. Obviously, over the years, the prices became ridiculous. I used to go here and it was empty, virtually empty on a given night. And then thrifting kind of became cool. And more people got into it, which is good. People buying used clothing is much better than, buying new. Recycling, it's good. Fast fashion is quite the detriment to the environment. So thrifting is good, but I feel like Value Village could make their prices cheaper. And nowadays they treat all their valuables like they're a antique store. They try to charge full value for things and not even guarantee that they work. Here's a funny spot for you. Of course, we have a gentleman's club, the Club Paradise. Whatever. We have these in the city. Not too unusual. Although Bloor has two within a couple block radius, which is strange. We'd have this many gentlemen's clubs in the area. But right next to it, in a attached building, is the Bloor Lansdowne Christian Fellowship. So you got a place to sin, if you believe in sins. I don't judge people who go to these places. And then you got a place to repent. Kind of works out. But yeah, I actually have a postcard of these two buildings, just because this has been a funny thing in the city for decades at this point. I've always thought it was hilarious that a church and strip club would be next door neighbors and in attached buildings, no less. That fine line dividing being a sinner or a saint. Yep. And yeah, like I said, I have a postcard to commemorate such a thing. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. It's been that way forever. And actually, at one point, the Club Paradise existed before the church, believe it or not. And when the church moved in, they actually petitioned to have the strip club be moved. They wanted it out of the neighborhood because they didn't want to be next to a strip club, but that didn't work. But that's what makes Bloordale fun and quirky. I like the quirky side of Toronto. Value Buds here, which uses the same font as Value Village. Of course, this is a spot for it's a dispensary for the relatively recently legalized weed. This used to be a coffee time. At one point, Lansdowne had many coffee times, but they've slowly have bit the dust. But it's funny how Value Buds uses the same font as Value Village, and it's just also very close by. Yeah, there's the 47 Lansdowne. Sugo across the street is bumping. Popular pasta joint, and their pizza.
I told him not to do that shit.
Oh, someone's getting in trouble.
It ain't even funny.
This guy's in trouble. Pulled a prank on his friends at the wine rack. And I slap in the window, and I guess he scared them. Now they're ready to get him with the pitchforks. Tim Hortons here, which always seems to facilitate or be a meeting spot for the riffraff in Bloordale, or wherever, honestly, wherever we are, wherever there's a Tim Hortons, it's often local riffraff hanging out. A lot of the Tim Hortons have actually gotten rid of their dine-in tables, and they don't want people hanging out, which is interesting. And they don't want their own clientele to spend all day there, I guess. Like, maybe that's the issue. People don't have a place to go, so they just buy coffee and hang out in Tim Hortons and perhaps cause issues. I don't know. That's an interesting thing I've noticed in Tim Hortons. Some Tim Hortons, I should say, not all. Latin World is a cute spot. I like Latin World a lot. They got a nice patio here. Great for a night like tonight. Latin World, tonight's a great night for Latin World is what I'm trying to say. Delicious, authentic Mexican food. Also have a sister location across the street, which is also has, you can have food there. It's very tiny, but they sell more of their Mexican groceries. I get my guajillo peppers from there to make my vegetarian birria tacos. Guajillo peppers are a special pepper that you need for the sauce, the stew. If you never had birria, I'm trying to say it properly, which sounds funny because I got to put on an accent, but it's spelled birria, B-I-R-R-I-A tacos. It's like a dippy taco. So tacos that are fried in a pan that come with like a consomme. A beef consomme, but I make a veggie version since I don't eat meat. Speaking of gentlemen's clubs, there's the other one, just a couple blocks over, House of Lancaster. Formerly known as House of Lancaster 2 because they had another location at Queensway near Royal York, which is now condos. Now the sign though only says use of Lancaster because the H and the O are burnt out. But yeah. Bloordale is slowly becoming a cool-ish place to be, I guess. Some more hip type places, bars, restaurants. Monte Bianco is a new Italian place. Duffy's is a Bloordale original patio here. More of a sports bar, not pretentious at all, not cool, but a classic joint. I don't go to bars very often anymore, so can't tell you what it's like these days, but gone there a time or two. Bar Neon is one of the cooler places I mentioned, although looking pretty empty tonight. It's almost 9:30 now. Past the 1 hour mark on our live stream. Can go for a little bit longer. Can maybe end at the Paradise Cinema, which looks nice at night. Oh, you want to stop? Not kill me, thank you. Taxi cab, had to really stick my hand out to get them to stop. I don't know why that cyclist is not just riding in the bike lane. He's dinging his bells at the parked cars, I'm guessing. But if you just rode in the separated bike lane, you would have nothing to worry about. Hey Blackpink, I'm doing good. How about you? Speaking of condos, a whole bunch more going up over here. We can cross the street actually and have a look, have a closer look. Massive, massive complex being built here. Make sure no bikes are coming. Oh, nice to hear, Blackpink. Nice to hear. Yeah, looks kind of ominous.
Right? It's like,
Yeah, even people walking by me are saying, it's effing massive. And it is, they're not wrong. They are not wrong. This neighborhood's about to get a lot busier in terms of foot traffic, car traffic. It's a new taco joint here. Taquera El Pastorcito. It seems to be pretty popular. And there's been a time or two where I've walked by and they've had a mariachi band inside playing. Our Mexican population in the city has been growing. And as a result, we've been getting all sorts of authentic Mexican restaurants. They weren't as prominent in this city. There's only a few. I forget the name of the one near Christie Pitts. That was one of the. I'm sure there was more, but that was the one that I knew of. But now there's so many. There's a whole bunch of Gus Tacos, even in the area. Yeah, Blackpink. Thank you for sharing your songs that you like and all that stuff. But yeah, try to be respectful of the chat. Try not to spam the chat. I think he's saying good evening in Japanese. I did a little bit of Japanese lessons. The konbanwa, they recognize that. Yeah, yeah. I can't read the second word. Good stuff. I don't really. I mean, I'm not fluent in Japanese. Did some Duolingo and a few night classes and can sort of read the characters, but I stopped practicing, so I probably forgot a lot of what I learned. Yeah, we're here at Bloor. We'll go further west. East. Sorry. Traffic is pretty mad here. Pretty lively night at the Dale Bloor Court area. East of Dufferin is Bloor Court. Uh, for some reason, there's cars trying to get in and out of this alleyway here. Yeah, keep in mind it's not a very this part of Bloor is not like the most hip or cool area to hang out, but there are people hanging around. And yeah, the streets are pretty busy. Vehicular traffic. Some 90s dance tunes lasting from that Honda Accord. That is a vibe, as they say. The Paradise Cinema sign is not lit up, unfortunately. Looks nice when it is. Got a place called Zesty Burger here. Haven't tried it yet. Although I think they have veggie burgers. I don't eat meat burgers, but been getting flyers from them recently.
Oh, I registered.
There's another Gus Tacos. Nice looking church here. St. Anthony's Catholic Church. There's Paradise Cinema. They have some cool events here, not just movies. Used to be like a second run movie theater. They have concerts here. Candlelight is a cool thing they do. A band plays a theme night. Looks like spy movie soundtracks. I'm guessing James Bond and the like. Comedy. Looks like we missed Jackie Perico. I follow her on. Oh, there's a jerk on a motorcycle going through the bike lane. Sorry, I can't not focus on selfish driving like that. Yeah, I follow this comedian on Instagram. She's pretty funny. Some local talent. If you're into comedy, look her up. I went to a comedy show recently at the Backroom Comedy Club, which is near Christie Pitts. Saw a friend named Mike Rita, Portuguese guy who does a lot of comedy related to, you know, his upbringing by immigrant Portuguese parents. Kind of the vibe of Russell Peters, but from a Portuguese perspective. Hilarious guy. Went to go see him just do an impromptu show. He actually did a show at the Paradise. I did like a special. I was sadly not able to make it. Would have loved to be there for that. But yeah, we're here at Dover. May as well, we'll take a peek at the new location for Valley Village. We'll end it off there. We'll go from one Valley Village to another. Again, more developments here. I tore down a whole block here, or a whole section of buildings to add a development here on the northwest corner of Dovercourt Bloor. Under these scaffoldings was the first time I actually bumped into T-Shots. Total random occurrence. I was just coming out of the post office. Had, by pure chance, looked at my YouTube app for, I don't usually check that often. Saw a thumbnail that looked very familiar, and I was looking right at it. I looked right up, and literally within 15 to 20 seconds, I saw Tara from T-Shots. Yeah, it was a very random occurrence. I had only started following her not too long before that either. So that was the only time I kind of sort of met her. She was in the middle of a live stream, obviously. And so just said hi quickly and she went on her way. Oh, looks like they got the racks. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, you should be able to. The racks are set up. So it looks like it might be just a matter of bringing the merchandise over. This will be the new location for Valley Village in the Bloor-Court area. We're on Dovercourt, just north of Bloor. Oh, they got the shopping carts and everything. So this is a major update since I last checked this out. It was completely empty. Excited for what would be, yeah, this would be closer to me than the current one. All the self-checkouts and cashier areas are there, jewelry, valuables, which will be overpriced stuff based on eBay prices. Pretty cool. Oh, wow. We have some items outside the door right now. Already looks like a mess. A couple kids' shoes. I don't even know if they have a donation bin, but some DVDs here. Don't recognize any of them. Just a bag. Someone must have left a bag of donations. And then someone must have ravaged through them, but it's not open yet, so I don't know why someone would do that. Value Village, this will be the new location. Looks like it's, yeah, soon to open. Probably, I wonder if September is the opening date, or I guess it's whenever they're ready. They're already leasing the space, obviously, so haven't heard anything about a grand opening yet. Yeah, they do need a bin. Yeah, I'm guessing people see that it's a Value Village, but maybe don't realize it's not open yet and just drop stuff off. Wonder if they'll have parking here. Not that it would matter to me, but the other location has parking, maybe out back. Looks like they have a bike rack set up. Well, there's one here. This used to be a post office or a postal station for distribution, maybe. Distribution. Fumbling my words here. They got a Value Village bike rack here. Yeah, no parking. So, but a drop-off area back here. They have a much bigger drop-off area at their current location. Yes, they'll have a sign here saying no dumping, no scavenging. So you're not even allowed to look through their dumped stuff, which that won't stop people from scavenging. Donations only accepted during business hours. Violators will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. That's funny. So there you go. I mean, I wouldn't feel bad for them. I mean, I wouldn't feel, bad for them if people just scavenged, dropped off stuff. They get their items for free and charge a lot of money for it. T-shirts, some t-shirts, like used t-shirts, garbage shirts are like 10 bucks. It's wild. And to get any sort of worthwhile deal, you have to sign up for their, what is it? Is it a points card? Well, you sign up, yeah. You have like a card of some sort, and you get coupons in your email, and yada, yada, yada. I just wish they would make it cheaper. Salvation Army is better for that. There's a Salvation Army in the area. Goodwill used to be the best. They used to have the best prices. But then they went bankrupt, which, can you believe that? A thrift store, which gets all its merchandise for free, went bankrupt in Ontario only. So that tells you there's something wrong with how they were managing it. Oh, that's going on right now? Johnny and Henry are walking together? Where are they? Yeah, I think I think Goodwill has made a comeback in Ontario slowly. I've seen a couple, I feel like I've seen a couple locations, or at the very least they have donations. But yeah, there was a couple of really good locations that I would go to often, like the one at Sherburne and Bloor, in that little complex area, not complex, but like on the floor level of like a office building. Used to have really cool items that they would auction. The one at Runnymede and St. Clair had auctions too. I won a Boglin there. I don't know if you remember, if you're old, remember Boglins. They're these 80s toy that were like these monster puppets that were really cool. Yeah, maybe we should wrap it up. It's a pretty decent walk. Thanks for spending your time with me. We started off at the Stockyards at Keele and St. Clair, just outside the McDonald's there. Made our way down Keele to Dundas. Dundas, we made a little pit stop at the Wallace Bridge, which was nice. And then went to Bloor from there. And ended up here an hour and 20 minutes later. So, yeah, thank you. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for watching. I know you guys, some of you have watched a lot of streaming today, so I'm very appreciative of your time. I'm glad you have more energy to watch yet another stream. Yeah, maybe I'll tune into Henry with Johnny today. Thank you, Juanita. I'm glad you liked the walk. And yeah, once again, hope the sound was good. I just, again, I'm testing out a new mic. Hopefully the sound was good. And yeah, busy day. Yeah, it's been a long day. Caught up with the crew in the morning for a bit. Did some work and drove my girlfriend around. Walked all the way to Stockyards. Walked back with you guys. Yeah, good to hear. Good to hear that the sound is good. Appreciate it. Okay, well, have yourself a great Saturday evening. Yeah. Hope you guys have a lovely Sunday as well. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.